One of America's premier amateur athletes lives in Goldsboro, North Carolina. His name is George Worrell. He's a triathlete who spent the better part of the past 20 years developing his running, swimming, and bicycling endurance abilities.
I was on the swim team all through high school. I'd always been real active. I used to go to the YMCA as a kid, and I'd go to swim practice, and I'd jump rope, then I'd hop on the stair mill, then I'd play a game of basketball till they kicked me out at 10 at night.
George caught the exercise bug from his father, Tony, who used to run marathons himself. The two would get out and make short runs 20 years ago. They turned into long runs, and then very long runs.
You go out there and run. Once you get past running for an hour, I mean, some days you can run forever. Or if you bike, and you can just do it. But the hard part is getting to that point.
I think when you do your first race, that's when I would say people kind of become addicted. I mean, it's one thing to go to the gym and exercise, or to get home from work and go for a 2-mile jog, but then someone kind of coerces you and, oh, try that, there's a turkey trot 5K coming up, run it with me. Then you kind of get the race and the finish line and the adrenaline, and that's when you kind of get hooked.
George got so good at triathlons that he reached a point in his early 20s where he quit a new career in finance to become a professional and not very well-paid triathlete.
I couldn't really find a reason not to go for it. I mean, I couldn't accept not trying. I mean, it was my dream. It kind of became just all-consuming. So I was 22 and no debt, and I was like, if there's ever a time to do it, it's now. It was what I did full time during the day. I waited tables and worked some front desk at a local hotel to pay rent and travel expenses to races and entry fees and stuff like that. I'm scraping by.
George eventually quit the pro circuit and came home to Goldsboro, joining his father at the family-owned Waco Ham Company. But even with that 9-to-5 job running a factory, George still topped the U.S. amateur rankings by training before dawn and after dark, using local school tracks, stationary bicycles, and the YMCA swimming pool.
I kind of grew up just doing my own thing, so I would say 90% of my training I do solo. I kind of just get out there, 5-hour, 6-hour bike ride. I just zone out, get the miles in.
You have races that in North Carolina have 1,500 to 2,000 people in a race, which is an awful lot of people out there. And when you come in number 1 or number 2 or number 3 like he usually does in these races, that's pretty incredible.
George's focus these days is the Ironman Triathlon. It's a 2.4-mile swim, followed by a 112-mile bike race, then a 26.2-mile marathon, finished in one day. So what's the secret to running a triathlon or a marathon? Is it that you don't run out of breath, or is it that you can just run and breathe more deeply for longer than someone else?
It depends on the distance of the race. Obviously, the shorter sprint triathlons that are an hour long, it's just full gas the whole way. So just how fast can you go? The longer stuff, the half Ironmans, which I like to do, it's pretty much not slowing down. So you want to get it up there right to your red line and be able to hold it. So essentially go as fast as you can, but not slow down over a four-hour race.
Some people measure their personal success by their job, maybe by how much money they make. But others, like George, measure it by the mile, by the hundreds of miles.